welcome to another video from iGadgets Techie, and today we're just taking a quick look at the HTC Sense 6.0 currently running on the HTC One M8, starting with Blinkfeed. So with Blinkfeed, this will basically update with news articles. You can also choose to have certain applications feeding information through on this application. For example, you can have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all integrated with Blinkfeed. Let me just quickly show you how it works. So for example, what we can do is we can just quickly go into the settings option here. So in settings, first of all, if we wanted to add certain content, we just go on add content. Now here we get the relevant options available, the different kind of information you want Blinkfeed to display. So we've got news, business, design, entertainment, and so on. So for example, we wanted to say select technology and science. Here we click on technology and science, and for example, if we wanted to have a look what kind of information say TechCrunch is going to display, we just click on that. It will then show us the kind of information TechCrunch displays. And then if we want to actually add this to our news feed, then this option in the corner will be highlighted and you will be able to add this. I'm not able to add this because I've already got TechCrunch added in my newsfeed. And also there is an option available whereby you can actually add custom feeds. So for example, if we wanted to say do a search on a topic, for example, let's just think of something. Say we wanted to display HTC information, we would click on HTC. And here it displays all the information or the news articles relating to HTC. And here if we wanted to have this then in our Blinkfeed, then we've got the option of adding it. So here it then says subscribed to HTC. Okay. Now just one other thing I want to show you. For example, if we go back to content, here right at the top it says add content. Now then it gives us the different editions which are available. For example, we've got global English here, then we've got United States, then if we go down we've got India, Indonesia, Netherlands, New Zealand International. Now I've noticed, for example, I'm in the UK, but for me, if I was to click on United Kingdom here and say go on to technology and science, these are the information I get displayed, or these are the information which are available to me. So you can actually then pick and choose the specific source you want to add. So you don't necessarily need to have the full technology and science added to Blinkfeed. You can just choose the specific sources. So let's just have a look at Techno Buffalo. If you tap on it, then it does just show us the Techno Buffalo feed. And if we then want to subscribe to this feed, as I've shown you earlier, we just tap on the top corner here, then that's now added into your own Blinkfeed. This information will vary depending on what you select here. So for example, if we just have a look at India, just wait for that to update, and then if we scroll down to technology in India, then these are the only options available for information for the Indian edition. So just bear that in mind. This is how you can add the specific sources. Sometimes it may be an idea just to play about with the different editions and then get the actual source you want. So that's how you can add specific sources and get that integrated in your own Blinkfeed, so it then displays the relevant news article. Also, we've got the option to actually select specific apps to appear in Blinkfeed. So we then need to go on to services and apps, and here it gives us the list of options which are available. So we can choose to have calendar added as well, so it will display calendar appointments you've got in your agenda in your Blinkfeed. Also you've got the option to add Facebook, Fitbit, Google Plus, Instagram, and so on. Now if I just wanted to have a look my Instagram feed, obviously I can choose to go onto Instagram itself, or I can just choose to go onto Blinkfeed. Selecting Instagram will then display just the Instagram feed. So this is Blinkfeed. Very handy, very useful for information. If you're a big news reader, you want to keep up to date with all your news information, then Blinkfeed has everything integrated in the one place, as well as your social networking websites. Now also with Blinkfeed we do have one other option I just want to quickly show you. We can post directly from Blinkfeed as well to our social networking sites. For example, we've got 3 options available. So what we need to do is, if we go on to compose, it gives us 3 different applications. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, and we've got Google+. So for example, if I wanted to post something on Facebook, tap on Facebook, it will automatically launch the official Facebook application. From here you can post directly onto Facebook, so you don't need to go onto the Facebook application. You can directly post from Blinkfeed, and this option is available on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Just a quick tip on Blinkfeed as well. If we're scrolling down the articles on Blinkfeed, but we wanted to get back at the top, then there's 2 ways of doing it. We can choose to press on hold, where it will automatically take us to the top of the feeds, or again, if we wanted to go at the top, the other option would be to just press on the back button and it'll take us to the top. So that's Blinkfeed. Now, in terms of the Sense 6.0 software, in my opinion, I've been using it for the past 3 to 4 days. So far, I've had one occasion where I noticed the device not freezing, but it did lag considerably, and that was when from the app drawer, I was just messing about with the app drawer and then pressed home, and then it lagged. On just that one occasion. So it's only happened to me once. Overall, the software itself runs really smoothly, and it is really a pleasure to use. Just want to show you a couple of quick things with the actual software itself. So here we've got our home screens. You can have up to 5 home screens. So at the moment I've got mine with 3 home screens as well as Blinkfeed, but you can have up to 5, and I'm sure that's going to be more than enough for the average user. So it's quite simple. It works in the same way as most of the other Android devices work. For example, if we wanted to add a widget on here, we can choose to just pinch. Once we pinch, then we can choose to add the relevant widget. Now I'm just going to quickly show you the HTC widgets which are specific to Sense 6.0. So first of all, let's just have a quick look at the people widget, and this gives us the option to have your contacts displayed in the widget, so we can choose to select the relevant group. So this is the people widget and this is the HTC widget. Also we've got quite a few options available in terms of the different weather and clock widgets we've got. We've got the ever popular HTC weather flip clock widget, which displays clock as well as weather information. Then we've got the standard weather clock as well as just the weather information. There's 2-3 ways where you can add widgets. One is to go into your settings and adding widgets from your settings menu. The 2 other option would be to just pinch in and then obviously press and drag the relevant widget onto your home screen. And also there's one other option where if you just tap and hold on the device, what we can do is here add apps and widgets. From here we can choose to add the widgets. If we wanted to add specific applications, we would go onto apps, or if we wanted to search for something, we would just search it here. Also, if we wanted to choose the relevant home screen, what we need to do is just tap and hold on the home screen, and we can just choose to set that as home, and that would then be your home screen. Blinkfeed is now removable, so if we wanted to remove Blinkfeed altogether, we would just tap and hold, move it over to remove, and it will go away. There's one other way where you can also edit the home screens by tapping on this corner here. We've got the option where it displays the home screens we've currently got, and also gives us the option to add more home screens if we wanted to, or if we wanted to get rid of a particular home screen, then we just make sure that's highlighted and just tap on remove, and that will then be deleted. So now we're going to have a quick look at the app launcher or the app drawer. So this is the app drawer. It's not transparent, it's got a black background, but here it's going to display all the apps we've got available on our device. if we go into settings, first of all, the first option we get here is to hide and unhide applications. So we can actually choose to hide specific applications. For example, I don't use Amazon MP3 or Amazon App Store, or for that matter Amazon Kindle. So if I wanted to hide these applications, just select it, tap on done, and the applications are hidden. If I want these applications back, they've not been uninstalled, they've just been hidden, so just bear that in mind. If we wanted to show our hidden apps again, all we need to do is just tap on hide and unhide apps, and then just make sure those three are deselected, then click on done, and they will be displayed again in our app drawer. Also here we can choose to manage our applications. Here we can choose to manage our applications, where it will show us the applications we've downloaded, applications which are running on the SD card, and applications which are running in the background and obviously using background data. Going back here, we got the option to directly go into Play Store directly from the app drawer. Obviously we do have the dedicated Play Store application itself here, but we can just choose to go onto Play Store directly from the app drawer, and obviously it's always there, so you can't miss it. And the third option we get is to actually search for specific applications. Now, what if we wanted to create folders and reorganize our app drawer or the applications in our app drawer? Now, you can't do this if you've got your app set as alphabetical. You won't be able to customize the app drawer. The way to do it is making sure here you've got custom enabled. So once you've got custom, what we can then do is just rearrange applications. Now here we can then choose to rearrange the applications in our specific order. So for example, if I wanted maps at the beginning, I can choose to do this. And also this is the screen whereby you will be able to create folders in your app drawer. For example, if I wanted Twitter and Facebook together in a particular folder, just drag and drop, and obviously just tapping on it, and then we can choose to rename it if we wanted to. And then just tapping in the corner there will make sure the changes have been saved. But make sure it's custom, and then we then need to go on to rearrange apps. Third option here is it will display the most recent applications you've installed from the Google Play Store. I tend to either go with alphabetical or custom. Custom is possibly your best option if you like customizing your device. So that's the app drawer on the Sense 6.0. Just a couple of other things I just want to quickly show you. Let's just go into our notification panel. First of all, obviously if you swipe down, it's going to display all the notifications you've got. Crossing it off, we can just cross off all the notifications. And here we can actually change the settings in our notification panel. So if we wanted to customize the options here, all we then need to do is just tap on that, and then we can first of all choose to change the order as how they appear in our notification panel. So if we wanted settings at the beginning, then we can choose to do that, and then once we've actually saved it, and then if we tap down, settings will be at the top. Let's just go back and I'll just show you a couple more things here. So we can choose to change the order, rearrange our icons or the relevant setting options, or if you wanted to get rid of a particular setting option, for example, I didn't want, say, do not disturb, I could just drop it down there in the bottom where it says hidden items. There's other options available where you can obviously make sure you have it enabled by just dragging it at the top. So that's how you can choose to edit the settings icons in your notification panels. You can have up to 12 different setting options available in your notification panel. Just have a quick look at the actual settings menu here. So get into settings. So this is the settings menu we get on the HTC One M8, which runs the Sense 6.0 software on KitKat 4.4.2. So if we just have a look at software information, it will show that we're running on 4.4.2 and the Sense version is 6.0. We can choose to change the actual launcher we use. So if we go on to personalize and we then go on to home screen, here we can choose to have the different launchers. So we've got HTC, we've got Google Now, and we've got Thema. So for example, if I wanted to select Google Now, just select Google Now, and when I press home, it'll be Google Now, which will be launched. Also, we can, from the settings menu, change the default SMS application. So it comes with the default HTC Messages application. I've also got Hangouts installed, and that's my messaging app that I use. So if you wanted to change the default messaging application, all we need to do is go into under here where it says wireless and networks, go into more, then default SMS app, then it will let us choose the relevant messaging application we want. And now I'm just going to show you one other thing. We can, for example, at the moment I don't have it enabled, but we can have lock screen widgets if we so wanted to. So I don't have this enabled at the moment. I'll just quickly show you how you can enable this. In order to enable lock screen widgets, we need to go into security, and here it gives us the option to enable lock screen widgets. So once we've got that enabled, and once we go back to our lock screen, if we just, so here then if we go back, we can choose to have the relevant lock screen widgets added to our lock screen if we wanted to. Going back into our settings here, we've got quite a few options available, standard options available where we get similar options on Android devices. Going to take a quick look at motion launch and the different gestures we've got available. So if we go on to display and gestures, here there's motion launch gestures, and we've got the option of going into it, and there's quite a few gestures which we can actually choose if we wanted to. So let me just show you. I've got everything enabled here. So for example, if the lock screen is locked and we just double tap it, it will wake the device. Swiping left will unlock the device. Swiping right will launch Blinkfeed. Swiping up will actually take you back to the page where you were when the device was locked. Swiping down will actually launch voice dialing. It doesn't give me the option because I don't currently have a SIM inserted in this device. Overall, the software itself runs really well. It is very customizable, and I do really enjoy using the software itself. I much prefer using the software on the HTC Sense than any other Android device. I personally believe it's the best skin out there. So that's all from me for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you do want to see any other videos on the HTC M8, please leave them in the comment section below. Any questions, again, leave them in the comment section below. Please do subscribe. If you did enjoy the video, please do give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you all in the next one.